Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and do a what you can expect moving forward type of reading. So if that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, well, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right into this, y'all. This is going to be basically just general, what you can expect moving forward, very much predictive, what could happen, whatever, okay? So for your intuitive message, we have the crown energy. So I do feel honor and respect is going to be coming to you. I do feel like you're going to maybe see some kind of achievement in your life, reaching some kind of goal or status that you haven't been able to reach before. There could even be like a milestone type of energy that's happening, maybe with you, maybe with your kids or somebody you know, and it's like you're just very proud is almost the energy that I'm getting. But yeah, it's like with the crown coming out, it feels like you're going to be feeling really proud of something that you have achieved. You could also be offered something. There could be some kind of opportunity coming your way, perhaps a financial one. Doesn't have to be though. Take it as it resonates, but usually it does represent a financial opportunity that's being presented to you. Maybe this is a promotion or a level up of some sorts. Maybe you're getting more shifts or more hours, maybe more clients, more recognition is coming through. But either way, it's like you're being noticed for something when the crown comes out, something that you are putting a lot of hard work and effort into. All right, the crown is also very much chosen energy. Okay, so you could be feeling very chosen right now when it comes to the divine, or you could be recognizing that role and what it plays in your life. You could be seeing that heavy is the head that wears the crown, and it's not all fun and games, and you know, maybe you're learning a lot or going through some kind of ascension right now as well. Okay, so we're going to get some angel numbers here, and let's see what does Gemini need to expect moving forward. It's going to be happening for Gemini gang moving forward. We have 625. Says your angels are encouraging you to let go of the need to control events in your workplace or creative outlets at this time. When you take a step back, you allow guidance of heaven in. So basically what I'm getting here is like, Gemini, you can't really control what's happening in a certain situation, especially when it comes to your workplace or some kind of creative endeavor, right? Like, you know, people are going to say what they're going to say. People are going to do what they're going to do. You know, and the only thing that you can really control is yourself. So step back, right? Try to take your hands off the reins a little bit and let spirit work in your life, especially in your career. Because again, I do feel like you're going to find some kind of achievement here, or you're going to see that things are working out for you, okay? All right, let's get another one. What can Gemini expect moving forward? What messages do you have for them? Yeah, there's like two squirrels that are fighting outside of my window over a tree. Squirrel problems, right? But maybe there is something like that. Maybe there's like some squabbling right now in your career. Like maybe you're just going back and forth with somebody, or there's some kind of drama or conflict. It's like the squirrels are so hell-bent to dominate this one tree when my yard is full of trees. Like there is more than enough trees in my yard for one squirrel to just go, okay, whatever, take that tree and go, right? But the squirrels are very, you know, animalistic. They're very instinctual. And so they're driven by their egos. And it's like, you know, they want that tree, right? So there could be something like that going on in your workplace. And Spirit's like, don't worry about it. If somebody wants something, or somebody's trying to force their hand in something, force something to go their way, don't stress that. There's plenty to go around, or there's other opportunities for you elsewhere, okay? All right, I hope that makes sense. All right, what else do we have here? What does Gemini need to know moving forward, please? How about 162? Your angels are guiding you. Let me get my pen. Your angels are guiding you to be the peaceful one in your current situation. Hold the light. That's the wrong color. We need the green one. Okay, so let me read that again. Your angels are guiding you to be the peaceful one in your current situation. Hold the light, right? Yeah, this is like, you know, that squirrel thing was bang on, right? We have the power to react in whatever way we want to react, right? And we also have the power of participation, and it is powerful, because when we choose not to show up to certain situations, we choose not to give it validity, we are not giving it any of our power. We're not giving it any of our energy, right? And so if there's dramas that are going on around you, or dramas that pop up in your life, you don't have to participate. You don't have to give these energies any of your energy. It's really reminding me of the Daily Short today, avoid their storm, because I feel like this is the message here. If somebody's coming towards you with drama, whether it's in the workplace, in a romantic situation, in your family, your friends, your neighborhood, whatever, the grocery store, right? You don't have to participate in their negative energy. You don't have to let yourself be brought down to their level. You know, what's that saying? When you go low, we go high. It's giving that kind of energy. It's like you don't have to stoop to somebody else's energy to make a point. Okay? All right, what else do we have here for Gemini gang? Interesting messages so far. One more, please, for what Gemini needs to know moving forward. How about 520? Your connection to God is stronger than ever. Welcome home to love. So Spirit is saying that you are very connected to it right now. You're very connected to your spirituality and the other side. You're very almost devout in that energy, right? There you have a very strong belief system, and nothing is going to be able to shake that. And Spirit wants to welcome you home, right? Welcome you home to love, unconditional love. And that's one thing that I do really enjoy about my relationship with Spirit, is that I don't have that energy with humans, unconditional love. I don't receive unconditional love, nor am I feeling like I'm really able to give unconditional love. I mean, when you think about it, it's like humans, we are conditioned to give conditions, right? We have boundaries, we have expectations. And we are able to kind of like, you know, pull our love away from people when they disappoint us. I'm guilty of it. You're guilty of it. We've all done it, right? But Spirit will never pull its love away from us. I've noticed that. It doesn't matter what I do, doesn't matter what horrible thing I think or say or do, or the mistakes I make, or if I make the decision that I don't feel was maybe in alignment for my highest and greatest good, Spirit is still there, right? Lovingly, with guidance, to guide me back to my course, or to let me know that I'm not alone. And that's the energy that I'm getting right now. Like, you are not alone, Gemini. I don't know if you need to hear that, but your connection right now to Spirit is stronger than it ever has been. And welcome back. Welcome home, right? Maybe some of you guys lost that connection at one point. All right, let's get some tea leaves out, okay? What can Gemini expect moving forward, Spirit? What can Gemini gang expect moving forward, please? We have the cat coming out right off the bat. Copycat, fake love, two-faced friend, a trap, and false intentions. Okay. Well, I did see this, what is this? The teapot, which does say deep friendship with somebody of the same sex, but it also says gossip on it, and that's what I'm getting with the tea. And we did see in the tea leaves, don't let somebody else's energy drag you down. Okay, so I feel like this is a message that Spirit wants to talk about. There could be some people around you that are two-faced or a little catty. They want to argue, or maybe they have false intentions, or maybe they show you this fake love, but their energy really tells you something else, right? Spirit is asking you not to lower your energy. Keep your crown on, right? Stay on your throne. Don't let other people move you or get you all messed up, right? Because what it's going to do is actually stagnate you with the wheel on the bottom of the deck, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble on aimlessly, a lack of direction, afraid of change. It's giving the energy of like, if you, these people, this is the energy they have. They have a lack of direction. These are people who are afraid of change. They're afraid of anything that's different than them, right? So there could be something here where, because of the energy that these people, or this person, whoever this is for you, Gemini, I'm just going to say these people, that they carry, it could definitely rub off on you and cause some kind of stagnation within your own situation or your own life, right? So even like a conflict, right? I talk about this a lot, where sometimes karmics, super karmics, if that's what you want to look at them as, they don't have a lot to lose. You know, they're giving me a vision of somebody who's in a boat with somebody else, and the boat's sinking, and they have a pair of handcuffs on their hands, and they, you know, handcuff your hand, and then they grab onto the boat, and it's like, you know, you're going to go down with me. Don't you care about that? And they're like, no, I don't care. As long as you go down with me, right? As long as I take you down, I don't really care if you come down with me. This is somebody who doesn't really care, you know, what the effect is on their life, as long as it's a negative effect on your life, right? Whereas you do care. You're not going to handcuff yourself to somebody else and then grab onto a boat and sink down with that ship. You want to make it out of this situation. So y'all just have different priorities, right? And different things to worry about in your life. And it feels like you have a lot more to lose, Gemini, especially with this crown energy, because it feels like there's an opportunity that could be coming to you, or you're just being given some kind of blessings right now, honor, respect, and it's like you don't need to put up with this. Okay, so we have the channel sponsor of the tea leaves coming out. This card comes out almost every single time we pull this deck. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. It's sunrise, morning surprises, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, a redo, and then it says light after the dark, okay? All right, hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. So when I was gone, and I was only gone for literally not even a minute, like 30 seconds, I heard that song. I think her name is Kaliuchis. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that song, After the Dark, the sun will come out. Something doesn't last forever. Something ba 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 ba. I don't know what song. I know the song, but I don't know the words to it. But that song is significant for somebody. Okay. Basically, I feel like the sun is gonna come out, Gemini. Okay. And you know, I do feel like maybe you've been dealing with some kind of dramatic situation, or this is what's going to happen moving forward. Don't worry, this isn't going to last forever. There is going to be a light after the dark here. You're going to have some kind of fresh start. And on the bottom of the deck, we do have November energy. So around November, which is coming up sooner than you would think, maybe some things are really going to start to shift for you, okay? You could be dealing with somebody who is maybe very manipulative, or even trying to sabotage something of yours. Somebody could see that you have this crown and they want to sabotage it. I feel like you piss somebody off because nothing gets you down. I don't know. I feel like things do get you down because I read your cards. I just know that you're a very strong individual. You don't get up here bitching and moaning and whining and crying and complaining about it. You very much suffer in silence and take your L's in the privacy of your own home, right? Like you're not somebody that really depends on a lot of people or leans on a lot of people for support. So things actually do get you down. Life does, beat you down sometimes, but whoever this is, they don't feel that way. This person sees you as like privileged. I'm hearing pretty privileged. So somebody could think that you only get things because of your looks. Look, we got an older man on the bottom of the deck. You could be an older man, or this could be about an older man. What else do we have here for what Gemini needs to know moving forward, please? What does Gemini need to know moving forward, please? We have the shield coming out. You need to defend yourself. Wow. Okay, so guys, I'm definitely seeing some kind of conflict here, unfortunately. It says hiring a lawyer. You may be accused of something, but you know your truth. So yeah, I feel like you might need to defend yourself when it comes to something. Somebody could be going around saying something, like their version of the story, and maybe somebody confronts you about that, or you hear something and you have to make some kind of call or say something to somebody and be like, hey, that's not how it actually went. If this is talking about a work situation, we did see that in the angel numbers. There could be something where maybe somebody is questioning your work or questioning your validity or your something like that, and you're going to need to stand up for yourself and say, absolutely not, that's not the case. Either way, I feel like somebody's trying to bring their bullcrap to your door, and you're just gonna have to tell them that it's not gonna happen today. It's funny because I did a reading for Patreon last night, and it was called let me stop you right there. Okay, that's what it was called, because that's kind of the energy that I got. Was, you recognize this coming from a mile away, somebody's bullshit, somebody's games, and you're like, let me stop you right there. I don't even want to get into this, right? That's the kind of energy that this is giving, guys, okay? We're going to see what all this is talking about in a second, but we have the bouquet coming out, compliments from an admirer, affection, sweet talk, love notes and texts, and a secret admirer. It's not all bad, right? Not everybody's hating on you, Gemini. Somebody really thinks the world of you. I'm getting that seriously here. Somebody maybe wants to give you flowers. Flowers can also just be affection too, right? So somebody could want to give you affection. Somebody could want to tell you that you've been a light in their life. I'm hearing that. I don't know, okay? But there's definitely somebody who admires you, So it's a mixed bag here, guys. You got some haters and you got some lovers, right? Let's get one more so we can see what this is. We have the ear, good news. Okay. So we like to see the good news because I keep hearing that song, the sun will come out. What does it say? Storms don't always last forever. Oh my gosh. I'm back. I had to look up this song because it's just really bugging me. I really do like this song. I just don't remember the lyrics because it's been a long time since I heard it. But what she says is whatever goes around eventually comes back to you. So you got to be careful, baby, and look both ways before you cross my mind. And then the part I was hearing was the sun will come out. Nothing good ever comes easy. I know times are rough, but winners don't quit. So don't you give up. The sun will come out, and we've been struggling through endless days. Someday, we'll find the love, because after the storms is when the flowers bloom. I don't know why when I need to read and it's important I can't, but like I actually read a lot. Like I do. I actually read a lot, okay? So I don't know why when I need to read in front of people, I'm like, stuttering and stuff. But yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Like, winners don't quit, guys. You've been through a lot, and I know it feels like there's been endless storms here, but the sun is going to come out. So this is a very profound message here. I do feel like there's going to be some good news here. It says overhearing good news, word of mouth, a winning verdict. Yeah, you're going to get some kind of good news. This could be coming through in the way of an opportunity. It could also be coming through in the way of maybe somebody giving you some kind of affection or compliment here. Somebody could definitely be admiring your work, admiring the energy that you put into something, and you could get some kind of recognition for something here. I also feel like there could be good news, like with the winning verdict, and you need to defend yourself. If there's been any kind of legality or court, or maybe the court of public opinion, like, somebody has put something out there and you have to kind of be like, no, that's not actually the case. I feel like people are going to side with you, Gemini. We do have the Flyer on the bottom of the deck, and period of ill health and depression. It came out with that good news. So I feel like, yeah, this good news is really going to lift you out of whatever dark period that you've been in recently. Now let's go ahead and get into this reading, guys, okay? So the copycat, a two-faced friend. What is this talking about for what Gemini can expect moving forward? We got the bird bitches coming right off the bat, right? So 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles. This is 8 Pentacles right here. This could definitely be talking about work, or this is something that you keep having to deal with it, right? Every time I see the infinity symbol in divination, I know that this is something that's gone on and on and on. It's like these people don't get a hint, right? You could definitely be questioning a workplace environment or a community environment, a friendship group, maybe family with the Pentacles, but you could be questioning if you want to be involved in something anymore, because it's like you seem to show up and give all this good energy, and you try to be of service, you try to be helpful, you try to come in and do your job, and it's like there's just constant drama, or there's a lot of shit talking, or people who are purposely trying to provoke you, right? Or make you angry, make you upset with the 5 of Wands. This is pettiness, conflict, drama, gossip, just people just fighting with each other. I mean, look at their ancestors just going back and forth with each other. There's no law, there's no order, there's no reason here. You can't reason with these individuals. It's very interesting too, because we have this cat here that's obviously angry and upset and hissing, and then we have this one that's doing the same thing. So there could be a loudmouth of the group, like there could be one person in particular that really has a lot to say, or is the aggressor here. You could find this person confronting to you, or maybe their energy is just very confronting, or it's very aggressive, or maybe they even say some things that are offensive, because I'm getting that too. I do feel like we'll find more information out with this shield, because I do feel like you need to defend yourself against this person. I know that some of you guys are maybe fans of turning the cheek, or not giving it energy, or just whatever, but I feel like there could be something you do need to stand up for yourself in regards to, or this conflict comes to you where you can't avoid it, right? Now, Spirit did say in the angel numbers, don't let somebody else's energy bring you down, and I completely agree. There's a way to defend yourself without actually letting it bother you and getting pulled into their drama. You don't have to get into a screaming match with somebody. You can say your piece and then keep it moving, right? And I feel like some of you guys have been questioning whether or not you should actually do this, because whatever the situation is, it's almost like it doesn't matter what you do, or it doesn't matter how much you give, it's going to be this dramatic situation regardless. Now, that's a lot of cards. I actually think I'm just going to keep the 5 of Wands out. Bottom of the deck, we have the death energy, that's Scorpio energy. So a Scorpio could be involved, but this could also just be like, I'm ready to end this situation. This is, again, the death, right? It's a major arcana of endings. And so it's not just like, an ending that just started, right? Like something that was very simple and it's done now and that's it, right? This is an ending. This is something that has been going on for a while. It's a very long, outstanding cycle, and something that you're ready to take care of. Okay, can I get something else for these false friends, these two-faced people, the copycats? We have the devil coming out. Damn, that's not great energy, guys. It's very toxic, right? Capricorn energy coming through, but doesn't have to be. It's like, yeah, it's a really tempting energy. It's like, it's tempting you to fall back into some not so great behaviors, right? To release the beast, if you will, because you listen, guys, you know, your vibe is your tribe. And so if you're anything like me, yeah, you can be provoked to that point. You can definitely be brought to that point where you might explode, like this volcano that we see back in the background, right? So it's very tempting to let somebody kind of pull you down into their negative energy. But this is somebody who maybe thrives off of that. They kind of get a kick out of watching people who are so strong and so composed and put together and higher than thou, because I feel like that's how they look at you, as somebody who sees yourself as higher than thou, which here's the kicker here, Gemini, is that they're the ones that have exalted you, right? You haven't put yourself up on that pedestal. They put you up on that pedestal. So they're trying to knock you down off the pedestal that they put you up on. And they get a kick out of that. Excuse me. Yeah, they want to like take your voice away or something, or they want to cause some kind of drama in your life. This person could come in like a wrecking ball. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like this person could definitely come in with some kind of storm energy. It's so interesting, the correlation here between the daily message today, don't get brought up in their storm, and then this message. Because I had a vision during that reading, if memory serves me correctly, of a tornado and somebody getting sucked into it. That's what I'm getting. Like you could easily get brought into this person's storm because they're so toxic. They're so argumentative. They're so like abrasive. And it's just like, you know, they have this way of like getting under your skin. Like, you know, I'm hearing that part of the song where he's like, straight up to your face, from Fake Love, Drake. Yeah, so somebody might do something straight up to your face, or say something straight up to your face, or I don't know, guys. It's definitely giving something like that, okay? This person could be trying to take some kind of legacy, money, a spot away from you, okay? If this is a family member, they could be trying to get the family on their side, or if this is like a group situation, they could be trying to get the group to look at you a certain way. A lot of this could be going on behind your back and you're not really aware of it, because you know the devil, right? He gonna show up like he's your best friend. I'm just here with some ice cream and some money for you guys, right? But I have really nefarious intentions behind the scenes. So it's like, you know, the devil never shows up as the devil, because that would be terrifying and we would run the other direction screaming. We wouldn't want to be involved in that. So the devil shows up as like your wildest dreams, your fantasies, like everything that you've ever wanted, right? Something very tempting. So I feel like there's something here where this person might not show up in this energy, but this is going to be what you're going to find out eventually. Like I feel like this mask is going to get ripped off of this individual for sure. I feel like there's something too about as soon as they don't get what they want, the mask comes off. It's given that, like, you guys, those of you who have ever been catcalled on the street, right? Whether you're a male or a female, although it is more typical for females to get catcalled. That's why it's called catcalling. And you know how like when they'll be like, oh man, you're so fine. You're a goddess. You're beautiful. Please give me your number. Can I have your number? Right? And you're like, sorry, I got a boyfriend. Okay. And you keep it moving, and they're like, well, screw you. You ain't even cute anyways. Going off on you, and it's like, well, damn, you know, I'm glad I didn't give you my number, because it's pretty obvious that what you wanted, right? That's the kind of energy it's giving. Like somebody who's nice to you until you turn them down, reject them, or something like that. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, you weren't even fine anyway, right? It's like, okay, there's something here with that, guys. I don't know. What is this sunrise? Let's move on, because we got a lot to get through, and I feel like we'll get more with the shield. What is this sunrise energy? New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. What is this for what Gemini needs to know moving forward? Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles, and that is 8 Pentacles. And it's interesting because we saw 8 Pentacles over here too. I feel like what you might feel and perceive is actually a downfall of a situation, or it's not great, is actually going to really help you. Okay, so this is definitely giving the energy of like a blessing in disguise. I feel like work is actually going to be going very well for you. And so if somebody is trying to sabotage something, bring drama your way or whatever in regards to the workplace, it doesn't have to be drama connected to the workplace over here, but for some of you, it definitely feels that way. You're still going to excel. You're still going to go do well, Gemini, and there could even be new opportunities that are brought towards you. Something that you've been working on. You've been very steadfast, very dedicated, right? You put a lot of energy, a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to get to the Seven of Pentacles. It's a very frustrating card because we're still in that in-between state. We haven't made it to the Ten of Pentacles yet, but we're also not at the Ace, right? It's like you're being given more to help this garden grow, okay? Some of you guys could definitely be gaining new clients, new business. You know, this could be more money coming in. This could be another job, another revenue, source of revenue coming in here. But all of this is helping this initial garden that you have, this initial empire and foundation that you have. It's helping it grow, okay? So yeah, there's going to be something that you're really going to want to invest yourself in. You're going to want to work really hard on. I feel like you feel very intuitively drawn towards this. With the Queen of Cups, you might feel like this is something that's aligned with you or destined for you. There's a sense of purpose here for sure. And this Ace of Pentacles, it does give the energy of like a discovery. Maybe some of you guys are going to have a discovery call that's going to be very significant or something like that. But it does give the energy of a discovery type of energy. Like, oh my gosh, I just was walking through my field and I'm already kind of abundant, right? I already have a lot going on for myself. But wow, look at this pentacle I found. It's like new opportunity, you know? And that's why I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to get dragged into this drama. This is this negative energy right here, right? And Spirit does not want you to get dragged into this drama because you have too much to lose. You have a lot to focus on. You have a very bright future ahead of you, Gemini. These people, they're going to be, you know, you could leave for 10 years, come back, they'll still be fucking bitching and at each other's throats and negative and gossiping and full of drama and deceit and betrayal because that's their energy. But that's not your energy. So don't let this energy taint this energy because that's what this feels like is the possibility here. Plus we see the devil, right? And the devil is the ultimate darkness, the agent of the darkness for me. Because I don't think in things in terms of like the devil and hell and stuff like that. You know, so just like I think of like spirit and the light, I think of the darkness, right? And so there's this energy here of the darkness will always try to come in and fuck something up right when you're at the precipice of a new opportunity or change or something great happening. Like when something amazing comes into your life, there's always going to be spiritual tests. And it might not come from spirit. It might come from the darkness. Let me tempt you, right? Oh, you just got into this new relationship or you just met this person that's just amazing. Well, let me throw your ex that you can't seem to freaking let go of back into the picture, right? Oh, you have this new job opportunity and this interview, this meeting. Let me get you super stressed out where you don't perform the same way. It's like, you know, there's something here where something could definitely be trying to tempt you off your path, guys. So pay attention, okay? All right. What is this shield? You need to defend yourself. All right, what is this shield? I do feel like you have a lot of spiritual protection, but there's only so much that Spirit can do, so you do need to enforce healthy boundaries and maintain those boundaries. What is this shield for Gemini moving forward, please? They need to defend themselves. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there could be somebody who's bringing a lot of chaos or confusion to your life, or there's confusing variables to a situation. Let me get some coffee, guys. So there could be something where maybe somebody's scrambling up truths or something. I don't know. I just feel like there's something here with this Seven of Cups where it's like, she's like, what do I believe? What do I think? What is the truth, right? There could be somebody who's maybe heard something that's not true about you. Maybe you need to clear that up. There could also be somebody who is out here purposely spreading rumors or scrambling up the facts when it comes to something, trying to get people to see you a certain way or approach you a certain way. And you might be like very confused when this happens. Like if somebody confronts you. Because you might be like, that's not how it happened at all, or that's not the truth at all, or that's not what I feel at all. Like, had you asked me how I feel, I would have told you this, right? Had you asked for my opinion or had you asked for my side of the situation, I would have told you this. But it's almost like you have to defend yourself after somebody's already heard something about you. And this is very confusing to you because it feels like the facts are mixed up or something is not accurate. what is this confusion here? And that's what I am getting. I'm getting confusion. I mean, yes, this card talks about options and possible choices and things like that. But I mean, if there was an option or a possibility here, it's like, do I say something or do I not say something? And I feel like Spirit does want you to say something, but to maintain your good energy. Like, there's a way to debate with people. There's a way to get your point across. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to, you know, scream at the top of your lungs. You don't have to call people names. You could just basically be very direct, very cold, very frosty. This is what it is. Okay? This is what it is. And to the point where it's hard for people to argue with you because you're so solid and confident in your truth that it's like, it obviously must be real. There's something here about that where maybe, I don't know, guys. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. That's Libra energy. Yeah. Because you know how I feel about this card and the shadow element, and it does feel like it's coming out shadow. It's like, first of all, I do feel like you're going to be celebrating something when it comes to the situation. Like, yeah, that's right. You know, now the truth is out there, or I've been able to say my piece, or, you know, I spoke my truth. You're very proud of that, you know, because I do feel like some of you guys might be a little conflict avoidant, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But sometimes it's like, you got to say what you got to say, right? And sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. But I also feel like there's justice that's being dueled out in regards to maybe a group of gossipers or like catty people or people who, like, you know, they got nothing better to do, or fake friends, right? Something like that, okay? Like gossipers is coming through strong. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords, you know? So you might feel like you have to get down to the bottom of something. But the Page of Swords is also giving like a very questioning energy in his body language. Like, what are you here for? Or what do you want, right? So somebody could question you and you could be confused because, first of all, who the hell are you to even question me? That's got me confused, number one. But number two, what you're saying or what you're questioning about isn't even real, or like that's not how things went. There's something like that, guys. There's a very confronting energy that's coming off of this Page of Swords. Could be an air sign, a younger air sign, doesn't have to be. Okay? But there's something here where it's like, yeah, you're going to be questioned about something that you're doing, or what part you played, or what you said, and you're confused because you're like, that's not how it went down. So Spirit is saying to defend yourself, right? The Lovers, okay? Gemini energy coming through. I feel like this is a confirmation from the divine. Yes, you need to defend yourself, right? You need to be on the same page with yourself here, okay? You need to be your biggest ally at this point in time. There could also be something around surrounding a soulmate connection where you might feel the need to defend yourself. Maybe there's been other people that have been working behind the scenes to destroy a soulmate connection, spreading rumors, saying things that aren't true. I don't know, guys, right? But that's something that is coming through here. Why are they being asked to defend themselves and not just walk away, Spirit? Why are they being asked to defend themselves and not just walk away? We have the Two of Pentacles. Well, Spirit's saying ultimately you actually can walk away. It is truly up to you, you know? And maybe this is something that it's going to take some bravery or some strength here. But there is something here about your own integrity coming through here, you know? So you just have to choose what's important to you. If you care about the stories that are being said, or you care about the narrative that's being pushed on people when it comes to you. Because if you don't, and it's whatever, then okay. But if you do, then okay. And also, can we note the infinity symbol again? And I told you, I feel like that's something that goes on and on and on. And that's maybe why you need to put a stop to something. Like, I'm going to say this and I'm going to only say it once. Okay? This is not the situation. This is how it went. Or you don't have the truth. Or stop spreading rumors about me. Or stop saying this. Stop pushing this narrative. Whatever it is, it's like, it's something that it's like maybe this is going to last for a long time. So you got to make a choice to be strong and stand up for yourself. Even though it might be difficult for you. Because again, I get like you're conflict avoidant. You know? Which I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily good at conflict. That's the thing. Can I defend myself? Oh, absolutely. And I don't have a problem doing it either. But defaulting to kind of getting angry doesn't necessarily mean you're good at handling conflict, right? Which is something that I've realized in my life. Like being able to have a conversation in here and have that banter basically back and forth and talk the conflict out while making your point. That is the sign of a strong, you know, being able to have a strong conflict, basically, guys. And I feel like that's what this is here. Like, Spirit doesn't want you to like default to just yelling or screaming or whatever at somebody, but at the same time, be strong. Say it with your big girl / big boy voice and say what you need to say, okay? Anyways, let's move on, okay? What is this bouquet? Compliments from an admirer. Compliments from an admirer. For Gemini, for what they can expect moving forward. Compliments from an admirer, please. What is that? We have the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we got some stuff that's telling me some things, right? We have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Empress. Ew. Okay, yeah, somebody's been keeping it to themselves that they are extremely attracted to you. Maybe they weren't sure if they were attracted to you before, right? Maybe they're like, yeah, well, they're a great person and they're smart and they're funny and they're charismatic, and of course, right? Like, so of course I feel these special kind of feelings, and why wouldn't I? But maybe they've actually weren't really sure if it was like a depth of emotion here, but I feel like somebody is really starting to feel like they actually do have a lot of emotion for you and they feel really connected to you. Somebody sees you as this Empress, male or female. So they see you as just like this bundle of joy, a bundle of light here. You know, very creative, very nurturing, very giving. The Two of Wands lets me know that this person is trying to make a choice on whether they're going to take action or not. Right now, they're holding back. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles. They're holding back, but they're holding on. They're keeping it to themselves, but they very much have these feelings here. This person could be getting a lot of, yeah, this is definitely a secret admirer, Pisces, Virgo energy with the High Priestess. This person could be getting a lot of chest pains or something. And look, there's the swords in the heart. Yeah, because they're blocking their heart chakra because they're not expressing themselves, right? When we block energy, we create, you know, energy blocks, right? Where the energy can't flow. So when you're not expressing your emotion to somebody, yeah, maybe you're getting like chest pains or a tight chest or something like that, okay? Maybe they need to get something off of their chest, whoever this is. I feel like this person is worried about being hurt, worried about being rejected, worried about being left behind. If there, and this is a big if, there was any kind of conflict here, they're worried about that, kind of picking up where it left off. They just really want to be able to kind of sail away, right, from that drama. They don't want to, they're unsubscribing from the drama and the trauma, guys. They don't want to be, they don't want that, but they do want to let you know that they feel something for you. Okay, well, you know, everybody's free to shoot their shot, you know, but maybe this person doesn't feel like they are. Like, give me some more about this secret admirer. Okay, the secret admirer, we have the Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign. They don't have to be, though. This person feels so attracted to you, so turned on, so excited. If this is like purely work and it's not a physical, like sexual, emotional attraction to you, they just are so excited about what you have to offer, what you're doing. They want to be a part of it, you know. This is somebody who's very eager and enthusiastic, which we like. We like somebody who's eager and enthusiastic around here. Yeah, they really, they feel like they want to approach you. They feel like they want to speak to you, you know? This person might see you as so much more than them, which again, I just, it's not a great energy when people put people up on pedestals. It seems like it would be, right? When like you don't know anything about that and you just hear that term, oh, they're putting you on a pedestal. It's like, oh wow, they think the world of me, right? Yeah, but you know, then they're putting these expectations on you that you never said that you could live up to or that you can't live up to. And so when you don't, it's like you're the worst person in the world. We all do it. We're all guilty of it, right? But it feels like you have people doing that in the hater arena and then people doing that in other arenas. And it's like, you're just a human being. You're just an average, normal person, you know, that has flaws, that is not perfect. And so, you know, it could be hard for you to actually date somebody or meet somebody because they put these expectations on you of like, you're amazing. And you are. Maybe you come off that way, Gemini. Like maybe you come off like you're amazing, but you have your bad days, you have your bad moments, you're a human. And it's like, they don't see you the same after that. And it's like, I wish somebody would give me the grace to be me, you know? So I don't know. There's something there with that. Why is this person admiring Gemini? Why is this person admiring Gemini? Oh, King of Cups. Okay, channel sponsor, always watching from a distance. Because you've touched their heart space in some kind of way here with the King of Cups, for sure. This could be somebody who has options too, like they do, right? Look at that half-naked mermaid in the back, like, come on, come have fun, right? This could definitely be somebody who has options, has distractions, but they just like to watch you, it feels like. I don't know, guys. I feel like somebody wants to be close to you. I'm feeling that very strongly. Like, I'm feeling the feeling of somebody that just wants to be like right here, right? Like, you're here and they're right here next to you. And they just want to talk to you and spend time with you and like look in your eyes like, damn, Gemini, who is this? Who is this? Well, why haven't they come forward? Right? Because talk is cheap. And this economy is expensive. Why haven't they come forward? They're formulating a plan. But this person also might have not so great influences around them. You know? For some reason, they're giving me that song, I'm Not a Player, I Just Crush a Lot. I don't understand that song. Like, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Okay, so you're a whore. What do you want? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. You're either loose or you're not, people. I feel like there's this energy here where this person is not a player, but they do crush a lot, or they have the ability to, or there's people that are really dependent on this person, hanging around this person, because 3 is definitely a crowd, guys, and there's 3 people on both of these cards, so it feels like there's other people involved. It could be a third party. Maybe that's why they're not coming forward, which if that's the case, I commend this person. You shouldn't come towards Gemini getting them wrapped up in your crap. If you're not available, you're not available, right? Maybe you should spend less time looking at Gemini and you should spend more time working on your connection. Maybe then it'll go better. That's just my personal opinion. Or get the hell out of it if you're not happy there, right? I don't understand people who are in third parties that lust after other people. It's like, bro, like, you know, but some of these married people are more single than us single people out here. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all know I have like a 0 tolerance for that kind of stuff. But anyway, right? Yeah, this person maybe needs to make a choice to sail away from some other situation here or to come towards you. Maybe there's work in the way, or there's community standards, there's people's judgments. I don't know. There's something here it's outside factors that are keeping this person away. Which I'm not going to lie is kind of lame. Okay, let's move forward. What is this ear? Good news. Good news for Gemini. What is this talking about for them moving forward? Something's ending. It's good news. Scorpio energy. Something's finally over. Something's finally done. And this was a long, painful process for some of you guys. Okay? Yeah, 8 of Swords. Like, you're finally, something's being removed. Something that was keeping you stuck. Something that was keeping you stagnant. It's like it's finally over. And you're free to, like, move forward or, I don't know, like, breathe again. Because whatever this was very heavy. And I'm feeling like suddenly very short of breath here. So this could be very heavy. Something was very stifling. Yes, and now we're getting to have some kind of independence, or we're getting to get back on our feet. Our health is improving. Ooh, yeah, I'm all burpy suddenly, guys. You know, that's purging energy for me. So you can be purging something out, but you're making room for your own independence, your own stability. Something's going to start growing again. You're going to start seeing finances coming in. Okay? It's going to be feeling like you're back on track. Whatever this oppressive, heavy energy is going to be done. Damn. Okay. I feel like things are going to be moving very fast after that. You know, the Knight of Swords, it's not really about fast actions. It's more fast communication. But there could be something coming in here where maybe there is some kind of fast communication about a loving situation or a family situation or something that brings you a lot of happiness. It makes you very happy. Could be connected to your career as well with that 9 of Pentacles. I just feel like you're gaining some kind of independence from some kind of very aggressive, abrasive energy that was stifling, holding you back, keeping you stuck. Yeah, you had to make a choice here, whether or not you're going to continue to carry these burdens or not. Some of you, there could have been benefits to carrying these burdens, right? But you're deciding that you can actually take your power back and go your own way here with the Emperor, Aries energy coming through. Yeah, I feel like suddenly clearing my throat a lot. Like maybe you weren't able to speak your truth and now you finally are. And it's like finally after a long time you're able to speak. Yes, sail away. That's exactly that energy is giving me. The good news is you're going to be able to sail away here. The good news is you're going to be able to move forward. The good news is your health is improving in a situation. The good news is that the surgery is going to go very well. And we're going to have an end to whatever this illness or circumstance is, right? The good news is you're not going to have to deal with this person anymore or these people anymore. There's something like that coming through here. So you are going to be feeling like you're able to move around more. Yeah. Maybe this is something you've been dealing with for a while. Let's get some advice and additional messages and call it a day, y'all. Because, you know, let's get some birds, because we definitely saw some bird bitches in this reading for sure. Okay, what else do we have here? Advice and additional messages. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have the pelican that wanted to come out right off the bat. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So Gemini, Spirit does not want you to hold on to any grudges. Gemini, Spirit does not want you punching the air, okay, and getting all mad and, like, you know, going back and forth with people. Like, let it go, let it flow, okay? Leave people to their own devices. If they want to run around being angry and mad and spreading rumors and all that stuff and creating narratives, okay. You might need to say what you need to say, especially to clear up some confusion here. But for the most part, you're free to kind of move forward. Also, in situations where you feel like somebody is worthy of your forgiveness, then grant that to that person and move on, move forward, and try to get on the same page again. Some relationships, some connections are worth saving, right? Not everybody is just, you know, disposable and you can just, you know. Again, I say this as somebody who has definitely treated people like they were disposable in the past, but, you know, sometimes people are worth hanging on to. And if this person, you find this person to be worth hanging on to, then okay. There's something there about that. But you need to understand and remember here, because I feel like you guys do understand, but I feel like you need to remember that forgiveness is not necessarily about the other person. It is about you and your own sense of comfort, your own mindset. This was a message that was all over the place, but y'all let me know, okay? I always say that, and y'all are always like, it resonates. So, hey, as long as it resonates. We have the flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. So, yeah, things are changing, and they're changing for the better. We have the turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Yes, give your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. So honor your own good times. Honor the things that are happening in your life that are good, and offer your gifts and your you know, services that you have as a blessing to other people for the greater good. We have the falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. So you are going to have to make some kind of decision here. And we saw that of whether or not you confront somebody, whether or not you know, maybe forgive somebody, maybe have the conversation. I don't know. The hummingbird, release what you've been carrying and lighten up, because new joy is on the way. Amen. We have the condor. Hold the highest vision for your life now. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. That card is the card that comes out when we are not going to lower our standards. We're not going to get out here fighting in the street for somebody, right? We're not going to, you know, let basically our own standards be questioned. That's the kind of energy there. Okay, guys, that's been the reading. I feel like I'm done. I do hope that it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something, Gemini, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.